Welcome back. Let's continue reading about Toyota. So I think I need to make some English video about automobile industry, or the things they call it automotive industry in English. But let's try, no, they call it automotive industry. I could make a video about it in English, then talking about the car brands like Toyota and all kind of stuff, but not now. I just do it in my language, Danish. But I could start to do it. Just getting started. I can make the new video and just make a video called automotive industry, and automotive industry by country, like I read. So let's continue reading.
Main article, woven by Toyota, Incorporated. Toyota is also regarded as lagging when it comes to developing smart car technology. Although the company unveiled its first self-driving test vehicle in 2017, and has been developing its own self-driving technology named Chauffeur, intended for full self-driving, and Guardian, a driver assist system, neither of these has been introduced into any production vehicles. The company had set up a large research and development operation by 2018, spending almost $4 billion to start an autonomous vehicle research institute in California's Silicon Valley and another 300 billion yen on a similar research institute in Tokyo that would partner with fellow Toyota Group companies and automotive suppliers Aisin Seiki and Denso. Toyota has also been collaborating with autonomous vehicle technology developers and, in some cases, purchasing the companies. Toyota has acquired the autonomous vehicle division of ride-hailing service LYFT for $550 million, invested a total of $1 billion in competing ride-hailing service Uber's self-driving vehicle division, invested $400 million in autonomous vehicle technology company Pony.ai, and announced a partnership with Chinese electronics e-commerce company Kogabai to build a smart car ecosystem. In December 2020, Toyota showcased the 20-passenger e-Pallet shared autonomous vehicle, which saw its first major use at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Toyota has announced it intends to have the vehicle available for commercial applications before 2025. Since February 2021, Toyota has been building the Woven City, which it calls a 175-acre high-tech, sensor-laden metropolis at the foot of Mount Fuji. When completed in 2024, the Woven City will be used to run tests on autonomous vehicles for deliveries, transport and mobile shops, with the city's residents participating in the living laboratory experiment. Motorsports, edit. This section does not cite any sources. Please help improve this section by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. December 2023, learn how and when to remove this message. Main article, Toyota in Motorsport. See also, Toyota Gazoo Racing and Toyota Racing Development. Toyota has been involved in many global motorsports series, providing vehicles, engines and other auto parts under both the Toyota and Lexus brands. Toyota Gazoo Racing, GR, is Toyota's performance brand that is used in many of the world's major motorsports contests. Toyota Gazoo Racing Europe, based in Cologne, Germany, competes in the FIA World Endurance Championship, while the Finland-based Toyota Gazoo Racing WRT participates in the FIA World Rally Championship. Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa competes in the Dakar Rally. Between 2002 and 2009, the Toyota racing team competed in Formula One. Toyota won the highest class of the 24 Hours of Le Mans 5 consecutive times from 2018 to 2022, competing with the Toyota TS050 Hybrid and Toyota GR010 Hybrid. Toyota Racing Development USA, TRD USA, is responsible for participation in major motorsports contests in the United States including NASCAR, NHRA, Indy Racing League and Formula Drift. Toyota also makes engines and other auto parts for other Japanese motorsports including Super Formula, Super GT, Formula 3, and Toyota Racing Series. Non-automotive activities, edit. Aerospace, edit. Toyota is a minority shareholder in Mitsubishi Aircraft Corporation, having invested US $67.2 million in the new venture which will produce the Mitsubishi Regional Jet, slated for first deliveries in 2017. Toyota has also studied participation in the general aviation market and contracted with Scaled Composites to produce a proof-of-concept aircraft, the TAA-1, in 2002. Pleasure boats, edit. In 1997, building on a previous partnership with Yamaha Marine, Toyota created Toyota Marine, building private ownership motorboats, currently sold only in Japan. A small network in Japan sells the luxury craft at 54 locations, called the Toyota Panam series, and in 2017, a boat was labeled under the Lexus brand name starting the 26th of May 2017. Philanthropy, edit. This section relies excessively on references to primary sources. Please improve this section by adding secondary or tertiary sources. Find sources: Toyota News Times, Newspapers Times, Books Times, Scholar Times, Chester, December 2023. Learn how and when to remove this message. Toyota works with non-profits to improve their processes and operations such as the Food Bank for New York City. Robotics, edit. Main article, Toyota Partner Robot. In 2004, Toyota showcased its trumpet-playing robot. Toyota has been developing multitask robots destined for elderly care, manufacturing, and entertainment. A specific example of Toyota's involvement in robotics for the elderly is the brain-machine interface. Designed for use with wheelchairs, it allows a person to control an electric wheelchair accurately, almost in real time, with his or her mind. The thought controls allow the wheelchair to go left, right, and forward with a delay between thought and movement of just 125 milliseconds. Toyota also played a part in the development of Kyobo, a robotic astronaut. In 2017, the company introduced THR-3, a humanoid robot with the ability to be remotely controlled. The robot can copy the motions of a connected person. The 2017 version used wires for the connection, but the 2018 version used 5G from a distance up to 10 kilometers, 6.2 mi. Sewing machine brand, edit. Aisin, another member of the Toyota group of companies, uses the same Toyota wordmark logo to market its home-use sewing machines. Aisin was founded by Kiichiro Toyoda after he founded the Toyota Motor Corporation. According to Aisin, he was so pleased with the first sewing machine, he decided to apply the same Toyota branding as his auto business, despite the companies being independent from each other. Carbon removal, edit. Further information, carbon capture and utilization, carbon footprint, electrochemical reduction of carbon dioxide, and heterogeneous catalysis. Toyota Ventures, along with JetBlue Technology Ventures and Parley for the Oceans, is among the corporate investors that have invested $40 million in the Air Company, a carbon-negative vodka distiller and perfume and hand sanitizer manufacturer that uses heterogeneous catalysis to convert captured carbon into ethanol. Environmental initiatives, edit. Toyota states it is committed to achieving carbon neutrality by 2050, and it has set a goal to reduce its overall carbon emissions by 90% by 2050, compared to 2010 levels. The company has invested heavily in solar energy, with a goal to install solar panels on the rooftops of all its dealerships worldwide by 2050. In addition, Toyota has partnered with various renewable energy companies to promote the use of wind and solar power, including a recent partnership with Eneos Corporation to develop hydrogen refueling stations in Japan. Toyota has launched a program called Global Environmental Challenge 2050, which is a comprehensive initiative aimed at reducing the environmental impact of Toyota's operations. The challenge includes 6 environmental goals that Toyota aims to achieve by 2050, including reducing carbon emissions, minimizing water usage, promoting the recycling and reuse of materials, and promoting the use of renewable energy. The company has also implemented a variety of initiatives to promote sustainability across its supply chain, including efforts to reduce waste, water usage, and promote sustainable agriculture. For example, Toyota has implemented a zero-waste initiative at its manufacturing plants, aiming to send zero waste to landfills. Controversies, edit. Corrosion lawsuit, edit. In November 2016, Toyota agreed to pay $3.4 billion to settle allegations that roughly 1.5 million of its Tacoma, Tundra, and Sequoia pickup trucks and SUVs had been outfitted with frames prone to corrosion and perforation. According to court papers, the corrosion could reach levels high enough to compromise the vehicle's structural integrity. Death from overwork, edit. See also, Kashi. On the 9th of February, 2002, Kenichi Achino, aged 30 years, a quality control manager, collapsed then died at work. On the 2nd of January, 2006, an unnamed chief engineer of the Camry Hybrid, aged 45 years, died from heart failure in his bed. Fines for environmental breaches, edit. In 2003, Toyota was fined $34 million for violating the United States Clean Air Act, as 2.2 million vehicles it sold had defective smog control computers. In January 2021, Toyota was fined $180 million for delays in reporting emissions-related defects to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, between 2005 and 2015. The acting U.S. attorney said that the delays likely led to delayed or avoided emissions-related recalls, although Toyota stated that despite the delays in reporting the issues to the EPA, it had notified customers and fixed the cars with the emissions defects. At the time, this was the biggest civil penalty ever levied for violating the EPA's emission reporting requirements. 2009-2011 unintended acceleration recalls, edit. See also, 2009-2011 Toyota vehicle recalls. Between 2009 and 2011 Toyota, under pressure from the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, So, conducted recalls of millions of vehicles after reports that several drivers experienced unintended acceleration. The first recall, in November 2009, was to prevent a front driver's side floor mat from sliding into the foot pedal well, causing the pedals to become trapped. The second recall, in January 2010, was begun after some crashes were shown not to have been caused by floor mats and may be caused by possible mechanical sticking of the accelerator pedal. Worldwide, approximately 9 million cars and trucks were impacted by the recalls. NHTSA received reports of a total of 37 deaths allegedly related to unintended acceleration, although an exact number was never verified. As a result of the problems, Toyota faced nearly 100 lawsuits from the families of those killed, drivers who were injured, vehicle owners who lost resale value, and investors who saw a drop in the value of their shares. While most of the personal injury and wrongful death lawsuits were settled confidentially, Toyota did spend more than $1 billion to settle a class action lawsuit to compensate owners for lost resale value, and the company agreed to pay a $1.2 billion criminal penalty to the United States government over accusations that it had intentionally hid information about safety defects from the public and had made deceptive statements to protect its brand image. The penalty was the largest ever levied against a car company. Takata airbag recalls, edit. See also, Takata airbag recalls. Toyota was impacted by a recall of faulty airbag inflators made by Takata. The inflators can explode, shooting metal fragments into the vehicle cabin. Millions of vehicles produced between 2000 and 2014 were impacted by the recall, with some needing multiple repairs. As of January 2024, over 100 million Takata airbag inflators worldwide have been recalled by more than 20 car makers. June 2010 Chinese labor strike, edit. On the 21st of June 2010, a Chinese labor strike happened in Tianjin Toyota Gozirco, Tianjin. Workers demanded better wages and treatment. Extremist usage, edit. In 2015, US officials asked Toyota how the Islamic State was in possession of so many Toyota trucks. Toyota cars have also been documented to have been used by other extremist organizations such as the Taliban, Hamas, Al-Shabaab and Somali pirates. Toyota representatives have said the company has a strict policy to not sell vehicles to potential purchasers who may use or modify them for paramilitary or terrorist activities, and that it cannot track aftermarket sales, and that it has worked with the U.S. Treasury to brief them on Toyota's supply chain on the Middle East. Misleading marketing, edit. In its marketing, Toyota has often referred to its non-plug-in hybrid vehicles as self-charging hybrid vehicles. The use of the term has caused some criticism that this is misleading, as some consumers were led to erroneously believe that these vehicles charge their batteries on their own when the vehicles are not used. Complaints about self-charging hybrid advertising were recorded in Ireland, although the complaints were rejected by the Advertising Standards Authority of Ireland. However, in 2020, the Norwegian Consumer Authority banned the adverts outright in Norway, stating, "It is misleading to give the impression that the power to the hybrid battery is free of charge, since the electricity produced by the car has consumption of gasoline as a necessary condition." Electric vehicle website Irishevs criticised Toyota Ireland for paying University College Dublin to conduct a study of only 7 examples of their hybrid cars over 7 days to make a press release about the efficiency of the vehicles. The website also criticised Toyota Ireland for using opinion polls to substantiate a claim about their CO2 emissions on Twitter. Safety-related misconduct by Daihatsu, edit. In April 2023, it was revealed that Toyota subsidiary Daihatsu had cheated by rigging some models to perform better in crash tests than actual production cars. The vehicles in question had a notch in the interior panel of the front door which avoided the possibility of the collision, creating a sharp edge that could have injured an occupant when the side airbag deployed. This notch was present on the tested vehicles but not on vehicles sold to the public. The issue affected 4 models: the Toyota Yaris Active, also known as the Vios, Project Axia, Toyota Agya, and an undisclosed upcoming product. No recall was conducted over the issue. In December 2023, Daihatsu halted shipments of 64 models, including 2 dozens branded as Toyota, after safety investigations uncovered misconduct far greater in scope than previously expected. In some models, the test speeds and results of headrest impact tests were falsified. In models such as the Town Ace and Pixis Joy, the airbag control unit used in testing was different from the part installed on vehicles sold to the public. Affected markets included Japan as well as Bolivia, Cambodia, Chile, Ecuador, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mexico, Peru, Thailand, Uruguay, and Vietnam. On the 29th of January, 2024, Koji Sato publicly apologized to customers, dealers and suppliers for the flawed testing. Corporate Affairs, edit. Toyota is headquartered in the city of Toyota, which was named Koromo until 1951, when it changed its name to match the automaker. Toyota City is located in the Aichi Prefecture of Japan. The main headquarters of Toyota is located in a 4-story building that has been described as modest. In 2013, company CEO Akio Toyoda reported that it had difficulties retaining foreign employees at the headquarters due to the lack of amenities in the city. Surrounding the headquarters are the 14-story Toyota Technical Center and the Honsha plant, which was established in 1938. Toyota and its Toyota Group affiliates operate a total of 17 manufacturing facilities in Aichi Prefecture and a total of 32 plants in Japan. Toyota also operates offices in Bunkyo, Tokyo, and Nakamuraku, Nagoya. Financial performance, edit. As of 2024, Toyota was the world's largest car company with revenues exceeding $400 billion. For the fiscal year 2024, Toyota reported earnings of 4.9 trillion yen, with an annual revenue of 45.1 trillion yen, an increase of 21.4% over the previous fiscal cycle, largely due to foreign exchange rate effects, as Toyota generates most of its sales abroad. Year net revenue, net income, total assets, vehicle sales. Millions, employees. 2008 26.3 trillion yen, 1.7 trillion yen, 32.4 trillion yen, 8.9. 2009 20.5 trillion yen, 0.4 trillion yen, 29.1 trillion yen, 7.6. 2010 19.0 trillion yen, 0.2 trillion yen, 30.3 trillion yen, 7.2. 2011 19.0 trillion yen, 0.4 trillion yen, 29.8 trillion yen, 7.3. 2012 18.6 trillion yen, 0.3 trillion yen, 30.7 trillion yen, 7.4. 2013 22.1 trillion yen, 1.0 trillion yen, 35.5 trillion yen, 8.9. 2014 25.7 trillion yen, 1.8 trillion yen, 41.4 trillion yen, 9.1. 2015 27.2 trillion yen, 2.2 trillion yen, 47.7 trillion yen, 9.0. 2016 28.4 trillion yen, 2.3 trillion yen, 47.4 trillion yen, 8.7. 2017 27.6 trillion yen, 1.8 trillion yen, 48.8 trillion yen, 9.0. 2018 29.4 trillion yen, 2.5 trillion yen, 50.3 trillion yen, 9.0, 369,124. 2019 30.2 trillion yen, 1.9 trillion yen, 51.9 trillion yen, 9.0, 370,870. 2020 29.2 trillion yen, 2.1 trillion yen, 52.7 trillion yen, 9.0, 359,542. 2021 27.2 trillion yen, 2.2 trillion yen, 62.3 trillion yen, 7.6, 366,283. 2022 31.4 trillion yen, 2.9 trillion yen, 67.7 trillion yen, 8.2, 372,817. 2023 37.2 trillion yen, 2.5 trillion yen, 74.3 trillion yen, 8.8, 375,235. 2024 45.1 trillion yen, 4.9 trillion yen, 90.1 trillion yen, 8.7, 380,793. Largest shareholders, edit. In March 2023, 13.93% of Toyota's shares were held by individual investors. 39.04% of shares were owned by financial institutions and brokerages. 25.2% of shares were owned by other corporate entities, and the remaining 21.83% were owned by foreign corporate entities and others. The largest shareholders in 2023 were 1. The Master Trust Bank of Japan, 14.05%. 2. Toyota Industries Corporation, 8.79%. 3. Custody Bank of Japan, 6.70%. 4. Nippon Life Insurance, 4.67%. 5. JP Morgan Chase, 3.94%. 6. Denso Corporation, 3.31%. 7. State Street Bank and Trust Company, 2.47%. 8. The Bank of New York Mellon, 2.15%. 9. Mitsui Sumitomo Insurance, 2.09%. 10. Tokyo Marine Nishido, 1.88%. Worldwide presence, edit. See also, list of Toyota manufacturing facilities. Outside of Japan, as one of the world's largest automotive manufacturer by production volume, Toyota has factories in most parts of the world. The company assembles vehicles in Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, the Czech Republic, France, Indonesia, Mexico, the Philippines, Poland, Russia, South Africa, Thailand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Venezuela. Additionally, the company also has joint venture, licensed, or contract factories in China, France, India, Malaysia, Pakistan, Taiwan, the United States, and Vietnam. North America, edit. Main article, Toyota Motor North America. Toyota Motor North America is headquartered in Plano, Texas, and operates as a holding company for all operations of the Toyota Motor Corporation in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Toyota's operations in North America began on the 31st of October, 1957, and the current company was established in 2017 from the consolidation of 3 companies: Toyota Motor North America, Inc., which controlled Toyota's corporate functions; Toyota Motor Sales, USA, Inc., which handled marketing, sales, and distribution in the United States; and Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing North America, which oversaw operations at all assembly